Hello, this is Joe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you find this video informative or helpful in any way or form, please leave a comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified with my upcoming videos. This is called Upo or bottle gourd right here. This is Luffa, and this is Bittermelon. When I plant all three of them, it's almost always that Luffa will grow first or germinate first before these two seeds here. Luffa is more like watermelon or pumpkin seeds. So although they have hard seed coat, they pretty much absorb the moisture much faster than these two seeds over here. Okay, the bottle gourd and the bittermelon. So now let me show you a trick on how you can speed up the germination process of these two seeds. This is something I learned in the past, which I do not always apply because I'm really not in a hurry for the germination process. My problem is I'm always in a hurry to put seed in the soil so that they could start the process of germination, no matter how long it takes, as long as it germinates, because I always start early in the season. And as you probably can see, I have lots of my seeds already just about ready to be planted outside. But this is something that I have learned in the past. If you want to speed up the germination process of your seeds, especially hard seed coats such as bittermelon and upo or bottle gourd, one way is by putting a nick on one end of this seed. I use nail cutter. To me, it's the safer tool you can use. So you have the corner of the nail cutter anchored into the end of this seed, and you snip it. And the reason why you didn't hear it snap is because I already got it started. And if you're careful, this is how it's going to look like. As you can see, I have, let me get rid of this thing. I peel off that seed coat that was covering this part of the seed here, which you don't have to. I only did that for demonstration purpose. And as you can see, now you expose the seed into more moisture. So you do the same thing with bittermelon. You just put that in the very corner of this end of the seed. You anchor the corner of the nail cutter and snip. This one, you hear it snip. And if you're careful, as you can see, there goes the piece of the seed coat, and the seed inside is unharmed. So you just snip the very tip of it, and that will help allow the moisture to get in and the germination process to take place. Now, I don't always do that, like I said, but if you're anxious to watch your seeds germinate, that's one thing you could do. But for let me give you a precaution. If you're going to do this, I suggest that you have two seeds planted in one cell. One you snipped, one you did not. In case something happened, you can be sure that you got one good seed there that has not been tampered with. Okay? Now let's get to the planting process. I did this because someone has requested that I show how I plant bittermelon and upo or bottle gourd. I went ahead and go even a little more than the request by showing how I do the patola or loofah. These are the three vegetables which Asian people really love, and I have 3 containers here, partly filled with my homemade, or well, some not my homemade because I bought the materials, but the mixture. I made a mixture of partly peat moss and coco coir, and when I have it, which I don't this time, I add vermiculite or perlite as well. So here is one seed which I had snipped, that's bitter melon, and then one which I did not. So there, I can be sure of that I have one of them to germinate. Here is the loofah, one on that side, another on the other side. And here are the upo or the bottle gourd. One I snipped, one I did not. Okay, now it's up to you. The snipping process is something you can choose to do or not at all. So let's go ahead and water this before I top it with the rest of the seed starting mix. Okay, top that completely. Make sure that the seed can fill your seed starting mix. Okay, and this will be good to go. Now I suggest, if you're starting early, you're not doing this outdoor, you are starting early indoor, and so in order to make sure that this germinate on time when it's supposed to, because you can keep the seed in a wet seed starting mixture for so long until it rot and never germinated. But if you're careful, what you want to do is place this in the warmest room of your house.